Happy middle of the work week Wednesday, everybody. It's another edition of Coffee Break. This is your Radio Bay. My name is Nick, and today we're going to have some insightful conversation once again over a cup of coffee. So I hope that you have prepared them because my friends right here, my real friends, Shai and Chloe, Chloe are here. They're my colleagues, but I consider them as my real friends as well. Hi, am I your friend?
Bakit may real friend? Like, are you
Real
trying to make
talaga.
parinig to someone? Like,
No,
what's
of
up?
course not. Of
What's
course
up?
not.
He
Is there something
remembered
going on?
someone today.
Yes.
Oh, that's
there's a
nice. And that
Facebook.
is the point of, the music of Easy Rock. For you to remember someone.
That's right. We're talking about friendship today, by the way. That's why I introduced you as my friends. Because, at work, diba, we have to maintain our professionalism. Even if we don't like each other personally, we have to like each other. But, outside, I like you both pa din naman. But today, our topic has something to do with work and also with friendship. So, yan. Mag-init na kayo ng mga kape and join us in our comments. And feel free to share your thoughts for today's coffee break session. But how are you guys doing? Kamusta?
Okay naman.
Doing okay?
Parang feel ko playing safe tayo sa mga sagot natin.
Ayan na nga eh.
Bakit parang nahihirapan tayo biglang
Nag-fish ako,
sumagot?
di ba? Nag-fish.
Ako, I'm all good. I'm excited to hear your thoughts about, friendship and work and the people who used to be your friends at work who are no longer, maybe because of
Yes.
this particular topic. I don't know. Let's find
That's
out.
Yeah. Because maybe...
Sean, gusto ko makichismis. Yun lang.
Oo, hindi. Sige, kasi yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon, yung hierarchy sa work.
Okay.
Diba? You might have started sa same level, in the same department, but then your friend suddenly becomes promoted. Ayan, naging boss mo. Lalo ngayon, since ang daming nawawalan ng work because, hindi pala nawawalan, maraming lumilipat ng work, maraming nababakanting posisyon, tumataas talaga yung mga, yung positions. So have you experienced having a friend who eventually became your boss?
Ako, I haven't experienced it actually.
Boss, okay.
Boss mo na or
Basta superior.
superior
ganun.
mo, tapos naging friend mo.
Okay. Ako, on the other hand, I did experience a friend becoming a supervisor. And ako, hindi ako magpalplastikan. It stung. It really did sting. It doesn't mean na I hate the person.
Yeah.
I hate the situation. I hate why it became that way. Like, kasi for example, in general, my answer would be, there was no question actually, but my answer would be, in general, it would sting if that happens. Like your friend, kabatch mo, for example, or kaedad mo, or something ganun. And then, you felt that you were both performing the same naman, pero for some reason siya ang na-promote, ganun. I wouldn't deny na that would hurt, that would sting. And in my case, when it happened actually, yeah, it really did sting for me. Again, but doesn't mean that I hate the person.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi naman siya ng backstab or anything to get where they are right now.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for being honest to that. I think it's, that takes a lot of honesty to say that.
Pero hindi niya alam yun, syempre.
Pero yun nga.
Pero friends pa kayo.
You're still
very
friends.
much, very much, yeah.
I see. Okay, that's good. Did you ever feel na parang mas deserve mo yung promotion?
No, not really in the sense ng performance-wise. Pero siguro one of the thoughts I had was parang I was here longer a bit. Ganun. Oo.
Okay. Gets.
That was one of my justification for my emotion. Parang ganun. No? Hindi ko sinasabi na hindi niya deserve. I just felt like, what about me? Like, what about all the stuff the bosses were hyping me up for before?
Right.
Kasi they did eh. They did eh. So parang, what happened? Like, hi? Anyway.
Okay. And I completely understand. Ako, na-experience ko siya kasi technically, nung pumasok ako, medyo same level pa tayo nun, Miss Chloe, di ba? Wala pa kasing formal announcement.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah.
So technically, friends kami ni Miss Chloe, but I've always seen her kasi as a superior. So
Mhm.
Kasi dahil lang nauna ako.
Tenure-wise kasi.
Oo. Tenure-wise, yeah.
Tenure-wise, oo. Pero hindi ko na-feel yung parang sabay kayong nakapasok tapos kumbaga na-promote na yung kasama. I've never experienced that. So, you might have some stories you want to share. Ayan, feel free to, again, comment away sa ating comment section.
That's right. And also,
Yeah.
don't worry about, you don't have to be plastikan and be very friendly and whatever. Tell us the truth of what you felt when that happened to you. We got you back, guys.
Pero for example, Shai, like kung ikaw yung nandun sa posisyon na yun, kunyari ikaw yung na-promote, and then your friend feels that way, tapos kinonfront ka niya, what would you have, said?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Aljon Agustin. Sorry, sing it lang. For the 310 stars,
Oy,
Aljon, you're awesome.
Salamat.
Thank you so much. Ayan, okay, so going back, if I were the one promoted, at some level, I would also still feel bad kasi friend ko nga na parang, hala, paano ba to? Like, I want us both to grow. I want us both to grow in a competitive company, parang gano'n. But, parang, again, hindi ako magpaplastikan, pero syempre, mas gusto ko ako yung promote, parang gano'n, di ba? So, like, I'll feel bad that they weren't promoted. I would worry that they would feel bad about it. But at the same time, if I know that I got the position fair and square, hindi ko na problema yung emotion niya about it. The same way I would expect my friend who was promoted, I wouldn't expect her to understand my promotion, my feeling. I wouldn't expect them to understand. At nag-freeze ba mukha ako? Feel ko nag-freeze ang mukha ko.
Sa ganun.
Nakakaya. So yeah, parang ganun. I wouldn't expect them to understand or have to yung tread lightly on my emotions because may naramdaman ako. Hindi niya kasalanan
Yeah.
Parang ganun. So I would expect the same way if it were me promoted. And when I get promoted, guys, I'll let you know the feeling. I'll let you know by then.
Let's go.
Love attraction!
Yeah, gusto ko. And the confidence as well. But when it comes to like being promoted, because Miss Chloe, di ba, na-promote ka nga yung pre-pandemic, di ba? Sorry, minention ko na dito. But did you ever parang plan that our relationship would somehow change as now like being a legit boss, being a legit supervisor to us?
Yung relationship natin, kasi we were friends.
How is it different? Was it different?
No, wala naman nagbago, Nick, diba? Except, parang feeling ko lang, pag pinagsasabihin kita, parang feeling ko lang na may karapatan ako.
Yeah.
Diba? Yeah. Kasi iba naman yung magkatrabaho kayo tapos same level kayo. Minsan, pagka pinagsasabihan ka pa, nung katrabaho mo, parang sandali, boss ka ba? Or something like that. Pero yun lang. And I'm glad that you listened to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for the both of you.
Go.
Sige, what if, I wanna ask now, kasi nga we're talking about the dynamics of the friendship when someone gets promoted, diba? What if Chloe, nung time na yun, si Nick ang na-promote, you've been with Easy Rock for quite a while, what would you have felt if that was the case?
Ito wala tong ek. Never in my wildest dream did I even think of being promoted. I never expected it. Wala lang. Parang naisip ko lang, parang, siguro if I get promoted, maybe they already saw kung ano yung kaya kong gawin and all. Pero trabaho lang talaga ako Kung because sometimes it happens there are newbies or newly hired people na itatrain ng luma para maging boss nila. That happens. I don't know. Wala. I don't think it would be an issue sa akin.
Yeah.
Ganun pa rin. Tuloy pa rin.
For me though, feeling ko magiging issue yun kasi kaya parang alam ko gusto ko muna magpahinog ng sobra. I want to prove myself all the time. Kasi it's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. Alam mo yun, parang hindi ko alam kung paano ko pagsasabihan yung mas matagal na sa akin. And maybe it's an internal struggle that I have to face kung ganun man yung mangyari. But feeling ko nangyayari yan madalas doon sa work.
Hindi lang yung mas matagal sa'yo, kundi yung mga kasabay mo.
Yun pa.
Yeah.
Pero I think mas kaya mo kapag kasabay mo sila.
Talaga ba?
Not
Miss
really,
Chloe, I know you have a lot to share.
Not
Hindi nga.
really shy.
Oo,
Okay.
Because sometimes you think, yung mga kasabay mo feels happy for you because that's what they're showing you. But you'll know na hindi pala. Hindi pala. Especially because, well, alam, paano ko ba ito sasabihin? Parang alam nila, they know for a fact na kung ano mga gawa-gawa nila. So, minsan pwedeng may fear na, pinaparating niya. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, parang biglang ang tingin sa'yo, sandali, huwag ka nang mag-ano dyan kasi pro-management na or
Hindi ka na sinasali sa GC, ganun.
Nasa GC ka pa rin.
Hindi, mali. May sarili na silang GC nang wala ka, ganun.
Wala ka na doon. So, hindi rin pagkasabay mo, mahirap.
Okay.
Minsan feeling ko mas maganda yung ma-promote ka tapos kasi nakita ko na to sa ibang kumpanya or even din sa atin, someone got promoted pero nasa iba siyang department.
Oo.
Diba? Para mahirap din eh. Pero I think for you to survive an environment like that, tapos nakuha mong makisama pa rin, I think that would be, something na you should be proud of sa sarili mo. I mean, you can't really expect na, siseryosohin ka nila.
Oo.
You know what I mean, no?
Right. And since na-mention mo yung saseryosohin ka nila, do you have any advice to like maybe fresh grads who may be watching us right now or yung mga tao na gustong lumipat ng work? Should you be very careful when it comes to befriending your colleagues? Kasi, di ba, lalo na if you're aiming for a position, kasi mahirap di ba, mahirap nga mag-draw ng line, especially when it comes to decisions. So, would you give them the advice na dapat hindi ka masyadong nag-friend sa work? Is that fair?
Ako, I would not. I would not say that.
You wouldn't?
Kasi for me, for me kasi, the one way to survive in a company, lalo na if you're starting off, is to really have peers with you, to have friends with you. Siguro set your limits, bahala ka na. Oo, kailangan mo ng alay Kailangan, lalo na kapag, you're starting from the bottom, you need that support You'll need that friendship. Paminsan, yung at the end of, after a really, really long, crappy day, the only thing that makes it tolerable is the fact that you have friends in the office. And so many times, even in our office, when we get so stressed about an event or whatever, sobrang daming ganap. Pero the one thing that makes it bearable is to have your friends. Like, my friend Troika, for example, like, I love her so much. Like, heart, char, hi, Troix. So, pero seryoso, ganun, na if it wasn't for the people who I became really good friends with at MBC, for example, parang, I don't know how I would have survived.
Yeah, I get you, Shai.
But that's me. But that's in an extreme sense, syempre. Pero yun nga, you were saying, Chloe, about setting boundaries, ganun.
It's hard to really, strike a balance because hindi mo rin naman alam kung sino ba talaga yung super friends mo. Pero as you go along, habang tumatagal ka sa kumpanya, malalaman mo rin naman. And it's nice to know kung sino talaga. Eventually, it will unfold. Kung sino talaga yung... ako, iniisip ko na lang lagi, we are there to work. To have a friend is a bonus. Kasi sinasabi rin naman yan lagi sa atin ng mga mga bossing natin, you're here to work, you're not here to make friends.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
If you somehow develop friendships, di better, good for you, bonus na lang yan.
Okay. So, that's very well said. And I agree to an extent. I was in a place also na marami kang pakikisamahan. So it's extremely difficult to diba, to shut people down din naman. It's also difficult to to not
entertain everyone.
To entertain everyone. Sabi ni Paul dito, which I agree, and this was a mistake of mine when I started. Beware and be observant, lalo na kung bago ka sa isang organization. Because especially, like, you could be very trusting of people. And then, diba, tas biglang, lalo na, diba, you're too trusting of them, tapos naging boss mo siya, for example, patay. Patay na. Alam, diba, kunyari, may mga alam kang kalokohan, di na-effect yun.
Yeah.
Oo. may started din dito si Aljon. Sabi niya, my boss and I are friends outside the office. We always see to it that we separate work from our personal stuff.
Hirap,
What's good about this is that I'm able to say whatever I want, no holds barred. Wow.
Hirap.
He trusts him so much.
That is the goal. That is the perfect synergy. Pero ang hirap sometimes Like, I'm glad Aljon and his boss are able to do that. Pero not everyone is able to separate the relationship. And sometimes, like, just the same way when partners work in the office, they say na, pag sa office lang pag sa bahay. Pero magtatampuhan pa rin sila sa bahay.
Oo,
about what they thought about. Oo, diba? So, congrats to you, Aljon, but it doesn't always work that way for a lot of people. Me think so, ha?
Yeah. But, like, ultimately, kayo ba, like, Miss Chloe, do you think that having a friend in the office, especially if he or she becomes a boss, is it more of an advantage or a disadvantage?
If that person is really a friend, I think it's both. But I think it's more of an advantage also because someone can always put a good word about you kung friend mo talaga yun.
Yeah. I agree.
Ako depende sa paano magli-lead yung friend. Kasi kung as a friend, paminsan, you're cool with that. They're fine. They're perfect as a friend. Pero as a leader, they're not the best. Pero for some reason, na-promote.
Si Shai talaga.
No. This is just a thought lang.
Nako.
It's just a thought lang. So, yung parang ganun na, ito na lang, sige, I'll give my one example na lang. One of my examples. Our friend Megan. Nauna ako technically sa kanya, pero siya yung na-promote in their station, di ba? Which is not a problem kasi she is such a good leader. Sobrang, parang she knows how to manage everyone well with less effort. With zero to no effort. Ganun siya. Oo, yun.
May ganun talaga.
Yung nobody, hindi niya kailangan mag-struggle na, makinig kayo. Ano ba, guys? Walang ganun.
Sa president.
Oo, guys, ano ba? Tapos yung vice president, yung vice president sabi, umiyak na yung presidente natin. Hala kayo.
Yeah.
Hindi ka lagay kita sa noisy, charot. Joke lang. Diba? So parang ganun, for example, na I won't have an issue with that since I know Megan is really great for the job.
Yeah.
But if it were someone na, ayun nga, a good friend, pero kapag leader pala, iba siya, doon ako magkaka-issue na how can I deal with this? Like, okay, parang ayoko na maging friend niya. Parang
kasi what I'm picking up from what you said is okay siya sa'yo kung okay siyang leader. 'Di ba?
But since you know her.
Since you know her. Pero paano kung kunyari hindi nga siya effective na leader? Tapos, like, would you dare criticize her?
Alam mo, masarap uminom ng tubig ngayon.
Kasi, di ba, parang where do you draw the line? You're a friend. So, you want the best for your friend, right? So, pwede mo siyang kausapin na, uy. Pero at the same time, mas siya, parang superior mo siya. So, how do you go out?
Okay. Okay, it doesn't really happen with our friend Megan nga kasi she's doing fine naman eh. Pero with my other experiences, nadadaan sa casual kwento. Tapos parang, nabalitaan mo, parang hindi daw okay yung ganun-ganun. At then, tapos titingnan ko yung opinion niya about it. Like, kapag feel niya talaga na they're on the right, okay, so hindi ko ato to ma-confront about the work issue. Hindi ko siya ma-confront about the work issue kasi mukhang set siya sa thought niya, sa idea niya. Parang gano'n. So
ngayon lang yung tama.
Oo, and because I don't want to cross the line of the friendship line or use the friendship as a reason to explain the issue. I don't usually cross it. I'll just ganun ba? Okay, sige, inom muna tayo ng tubig, sige. Ganun na lang. That's me anyway. Kasi also nga kasi I'm the type of person who doesn't like to have confrontations. So,
I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sige, nakuha ko ng topic for tomorrow for next week.
By the way, dami nagko-comment Thanks, guys.
Sige, let's read some of them.
Maraming nakaka-relate.
Madami nakaka-relate. Sabi ni Paul, hindi pa nangyari sa akin, pero I think kung mangyari man sa akin, I will be happy with my friend, or for my friend, and nothing will change. Well, that's a good way to say. I mean, pero medyo ideal yun. But thank you, Paul.
Very idealistic.
Yeah. Until you're on that
Correct.
situation.
Eto, like etong si Sir Ruben J.
I love
Sarahoson Jr. Sabi niya, yan yung mali sa akin. I trusted a lot of people that surround me at work. But I didn't notice may kanya-kanyang ugali ang tao. It's true.
O, di ba, Nick?
That's
Alam mo
really
yan?
You know, oo. Kasi like, alam mo yun. Okay, sige. Di ko naman sinabi kung saan Pero ito, kunyari. Like, I was in a very small station. Hindi ko rin naman sinasabi sa radyo kasi I also worked in, other companies.
Mhm.
I started sa isang, magandang radio station sa Baguio, but it's still a small station where we all treated each other as family. As in family talaga. We were very close. So I thought, lahat ng workplace ganun. But, di ba?
You had the illusion.
And then when you go here sa Manila,
Culture shock.
Sa ibang place.
Culture shock ka.
Culture shock talaga. Sabi ko, mas parang competitive, gano'n. Dapat you have to have your guard up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get where he's coming from.
At
Wala
nahihimik
kang
tayo lahat.
comment.
At nahihimik tayong lahat.
Sa probinsya kasi, it's like, it's a small place and it's like, everybody. Everybody knows everybody. And syempre dito sa Manila, parang it's like, people are coming from different places, different schools.
Yes.
So,
correct.
Yun.
And different motives. Yun. Different motives.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was thinking tuloy when Nick mentioned about how Manila was quite different.
Yeah.
The culture shock. Kasi we came from the same boat.
Yeah.
We all came from the same boat then. We're all from the province. Did you feel the same way ba, Chloe, na nung sa probinsya, sobrang ibang-iba yung dynamic sa office?
Yeah.
Mas friendly
Iba.
doon, ganon?
Yeah, I could say. Oo. Because unang-una nga, it's like, everybody. And you keep seeing the same people. Nakikita mo pa rin sa labas.
Yeah.
Dito, hardly that you would bump into an office mate eh.
Parang ayaw
Diba?
mo rin, di ba? Na makakita.
Oo, kung pwede nga lang eh. Weird. Parang weird. Nakita ko, kung sa office mo, you bump into the person, okay.
Yes.
Pero
Yeah.
ako, I haven't bumped into an office mate somewhere, anywhere. Except si Nick nung bago pa pala sa cash and carry. Kasi malapit ka lang. Once lang.
Tama. Makati pala si Nick na. Kasi napaisip ako tuloy na I agree that the environment was way smaller back when I was in the province compared to Manila now. It's the same na maliit rin. Like, ilan lang kayo. Kapag nagbubunot na kayo sa Christmas party, pare-pareho lang nabubunot mo every year kasi kayo lang. Parang ganyan.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero siguro I was unlucky sa part niyan kasi there was a lot of issues back then, and I remember kung saan man ako trabaho before, hindi ko na sabihin, but I remember that there was a lot of issues about one person being mas napapansin ng boss. Napapansin siya ng boss.
My favorite.
Kasi pero the thing is, bilang nung time na yun, medyo bago-bago pa, I was trying to learn who hates everyone pa and this and that.
Yeah.
Gathering information pa ako nun. Napapansin ko, that person was really effective in their job. So, kumbaga, I was the non-biased observer. Or at least I claim to be that anyway. I really felt that person deserved the attention kasi okay naman yung performance niya. Okay, hindi siya 100% bongga performance, but it was really good without creating issues with anyone else. So, wala siyang chismis masyado. Ganon.
Okay.
While the others who did okay to really good naman, but they always huddled up, lagi nagchichismis, lagi na backstab. So parang in the point of view ng boss, hindi niya gusto yon. Ganon. Yeah. So anong nangyari? Si tao pala, si tao, baka kasi nanonood si tao na laging pinapansin ng boss is now hated by a lot of people.
Because of the attention that she's getting from the boss.
So although there was no promotion naman per se, pero the fact that the person was given a lot more responsibilities and all that, nagagalit yung mga taong to.
Bakit kaya yung ganyang ugali, that's so toxic, no?
It really was. And then, yung nakakainis dito is, Ako, I remember this feeling talaga. Because I also wanted to be their friend, to be in their circle. Parang na-pressure ako na, maging toxic rin ba ako? Magbabackstab rin ba ako?
And to also hate the person.
Oo, yung parang just to feel like you belong.
Accepted or
Oo, ganun. I was young that time, so I had those kinds of thoughts. Pero in fairness naman, hindi naman ako na-suck into the darkness nila, to the dark side. So okay lang naman rin. It worked out well for me.
Yeah,
pero the point people, is, ayun nga na hindi lahat ng mga tao happy sa promotion ng iba.
Yes.
Parang ganun.
Yes.
And that was really toxic yung experience ko doon.
Yeah, but eventually you learn. So ayan, sana yung mga nanonood sa atin, they're learning a thing or two. Hindi naman to be, to always be walking around eggshells na tipong hindi ka na makikipagkaibigan, but to really pick the ones who are worthy of your trust. Ayan. So let us wrap up our our conversation natin.
Nagulat na.
Focus kami. Anyway, but we're here. So to wrap up, yung best yes, Miss Chloe. Yung best practices natin. Okay, so if you are kasi nabanggit na Shai kanina if you are the friend, tapos yung friend mo yung na-promote, iiwas ka ba dun sa friend mo just because you're afraid that other employees would think that you're
sucking up or something?
Of
course not. Unless siya umiwas sa akin o di siya may issue, di ba? I'd remain the same.
You'll remain the same. If you're if you are, ano matawag dyan, kung hindi ikaw yung supervisor, pero paano pag ikaw yung boss? Tas alam ng lahat, friends kayo, kunyari kayo ni Shai, ganyan. Would you feel like you have to, keep your distance, lalo pag nasa office?
Ang hirap. Siguro I'll just probably try my best na I don't know. I don't really know how and what to answer. Kasi parang I don't want my friend naman to feel like tinatalikuran ko siya just because I got promoted. Baka naman ako lang yung nag-feeling na ganon. Tama ba? Diba? Pero,
in a way.
Parang ang hirap. Kasi ako nakikita ko rin, I see this kind of situation. I've seen this na sa kumpanya natin. Merong dalawa doon na-promote na yung isa. Ang taas na nung position ng isa. And yet, they still have each other's back. Sabi nga nila sa akin. Nung nakakausap ko sila, sa CR, doon naman madalas nagpapapurge. Sabi niya nga sa akin,
lunch,
we know that we have each other's back until na-promote na rin yung isa. So, I think that should not be a reason para maapektuhan yung friendship. But at the same time, you should see to it na even if friend mo yan, alam mo nagtatrabaho ng tama. Feeling ko nga mas madaling sitahin eh. Kung, like, if I'm the boss, tapos friend ko yan, tapos sisitahin ko, kasi friend ko, I can tell you anything.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
May dagdagan ako. Sorry, naalala ko lang. I remember pala there was this one, hindi naman magka-department or whatever, pero naalala ko, yung friend ko na na-promote, the people under that friend of mine was starting to feel disappointed with that friend kasi parang nakalimutan niya paano ang feeling maging empleyado. Kasi nga yung pro management, parang ganun, di ba? So, ang nangyari was a lot of people started to be careful of what they say in front of that friend of mine. Oo.
Yeah.
Kasi paminsan, pag nag-i-air lang ng random concern, kasi naman ganyan, nagagalit na daw yung friend na yon. Na parang, ba't ba kayo ganyan? Kasi syempre management, blah, 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 blah. Something along the line, ganun. Huwag ka na magalit. Hindi naman ikaw na-promote eh. So yeah, ganun. So I realized that a lot of people also hold back in the conversations already despite them being friends before, but they start to hold back in the conversations kasi nga they're no longer on the same page, or they no longer have the same interests or goals.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's a very good,
I think so actually. I don't blame the people under my friend to do that. Parang I think tama lang ginawa nila. At least, you're reminded that you are still under that person.
Yes.
Parang ganyan. I
Yeah.
thank you.
Right. And yeah, you could be friends. You can talk about things that are not work. I think that mas okay 'yon. Yung sinabi mo kanina, maging careful din sa pag-uusapan.
Mhm.
And then Miss Chloe also told us about how you could still maintain the friendship, and how it should be okay to call out a friend, 'di ba? Kahit mahirap yung
I always
line.
call you out.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that, right? But the thing is, ako talaga genuinely. Mahirap kasi if there are people who, di ba yung parang tinatago.
Walang sibuyas or what?
Yeah, or you could say that. And di ba nga, na-experience din naman natin yan. But anyway, we're moving forward and yun lang. Yes, we can wrap up now. Thank you very much for all the comments. Ayan, kung mga nagsishare pa rin ng inyong stories, maraming salamat. Yun lang naman you really have to be careful. My advice is, ako lang personally, my advice is for you to be careful again with the topics that you start, especially kapag nasa workplace kayo. If you need to rant to someone, make sure na 100% trust mo to. Pero ako, ang personal advice ko lagi dyan, mag-rant ka sa friend mo outside of your workplace.
Mas
Have a
maganda.
soundboard. Oo, may soundboard ka dapat na ibang field, ibang company yan. Yung mga friends mo dapat. Yeah, but that's just me.
Yeah. Tama.
Ayan, alright. Okay, sige. One more comment before we leave. Sabi, keep the relationship healthy, know your limits.
Right.
Okay. All right. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And of course, feel free to converse with us pa rin sa comment section even after this coffee break session ends. But that's about it for us today. Maraming salamat. Shai, Chloe, maraming salamat. Boss Chloe.
Thank you also, Nick. Boss Chloe, thank you, Boss Chloe. This is a good conversation.
Right. You guys have an amazing Wednesday. Make sure to tune in to us every day, of course. Would you like to invite our viewers, Miss Chloe?
Yeah, of course. Make sure that you always wake up with us every 6 o'clock in the morning, even earlier, and tune into Samantha until 10 a.m. till 2. That's me. After me, it's Nick for the continuation of All Day Easy, of course. Nick?
Yes, and after me is Shai. Of course, she's on from 6 p.m. till 10. And yeah, make sure to check out Nick Picks. Ayan, magboto kayo. All right.
I actually did cast my vote earlier, Nick, sa survey mo kung text or call. Sabi ko text kasi anxiety. But anyway, don't also forget to please follow us on all of our social media accounts. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Just key in Easy Rock Manila. And that is it for now. I guess, Nick, take it away.
All right, that's about it for us today. You guys have an amazing Wednesday, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.